Hello to all my Ohio high school football fans out there. Welcome to another segment of the Buckeye Vinny YouTube channel sports show. My friends, let's just get right into this. Today's video is going to be a special video for the Massillon Tigers senior class that brought the Tigers fans so much excitement in the 2024 high school football season in the state of Ohio. This was a group of young men that obviously last season brought home the Division II Ohio High School Championship by defeating Akron-Hoban 7-2 last year. But this is a group of young men that excelled on and off the field without a doubt. So I'm going to give just a little hats off to all the seniors for the Massillon Tigers, starting with All-State wide receiver Braylon Tolles. This season, 53 grabs, led the team with receptions, led the team in receiving yards with 751, and also tied for the lead with touchdown receptions with 8. Splendid year for Braylon Tolles. Jaquez Carter, 29 grabs, 560 yards, 8 receiving touchdowns. Jameer Gamble, not only did he do it rushing, but he did it coming out of the backfield catching. 30 grabs for 273 yards, 1 receiving touchdown, and Jameer Gamble, 1,636 yards rushing, an 8.7 yard per carry average in 2024, and 20 rushing touchdowns. What a season for Jameer Gamble, and what a career he had for the Massillon Tigers. Ricardo Wells Jr., 22 grabs for 326 receiving yards, 1 touchdown. Peyton Mitchell, he did a nice job coming off the bench, 150 rushing yards and 4 touchdowns. He was also splendid on defense also. Mylan Lennox rushed for 353 yards this year, 8.5 yard per carry average, 7 rushing touchdowns, and on defense, led the defense with 6 quarterback sacks. My friends, he did it both sides of the ball. Coming in, he will be missed next year, Jalen Slaughter, 22 touchdown passes, only 4 interceptions. He passed for 2,363 yards on the year and completed 63% of his passes. What a fine young man he was, without a doubt, and still is. This was a quarterback last year that took the back seat his junior year to DeJuan Owens. And, I give this young man a lot of credit that, he could have been very selfish and had a bad attitude. Not the case. He knew that he was going to be QB1 in 2024, and once again, he made the best of it, throwing 22 touchdown passes. A great season for Jalen Slaughter. Moving on to the other seniors. Leading tackler on this football team this year, Tyler Hackenbrack. He also had 3 punt return touchdowns and, this season, a 100-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. This young man did it all. He's going to be very well missed. Once again, led the team with 113 tackles. We also have Vito McConnell, 59 tackles this season for the Massillon Tigers. D'Angelo Zimmerman, 5 tackles, 1 sack. He also caught 7 passes for 102 yards this season. Dalen Pringle led the defense with 3 interceptions and also had 35 tackles to his name. Camden Lynch, 12 tackles. Stephen Reinhardt, 10 tackles for the Massillon Tigers. Laquan Young had 5 tackles this season. Lucas Schertzer, 26 tackles for the Tigers. Michael Wright Jr., going to be very well missed. 47 tackles, second on the team with 4 sacks, and led the team with 15.5 TFL. In case you don't know what that means, all my high school football friends out there, tackles for loss. 15.5 tackles for loss this season. And for what I hear, I believe Michael Wright will be playing his college football at Youngstown State University. So the Penguins will be very blessed to have Michael Wright Jr. on their team. Michael Villafranca played wide receiver for the Massillon Tigers. Andrew Brumfield, offensive line. He also went D-line. Christopher Fair, offensive line and D-line. Gavin Cappies, offensive line. Nolan Davenport, O-line. This is a big young man, stature. He went something like, Davenport, something like 6'4", 6'5", I believe, maybe 6'6", right around 300 pounds. He will be definitely playing D1 football. My hat's off to him. Maxwell Tanner did a nice job on the O-line. Michael Looney did a very good job on the O-line. Ransom Els and Nolan Hendricks. So, my friends, these are all the seniors for the Massillon Tigers graduating this year. You know, it was one of those cases that, you know, what more can you say? You know, this will be a football team that will miss these players tremendously for next season. You know, they played their hearts out. Like I said, all of these players were on the team last year that won the Division II Ohio High School State Championship last season, defeating Akron-Hoban 7-2. And what a run it was. Massillon finished 16-0 last year, the most wins in a single season in Massillon Tigers football history. You know, this was a team, all these players played last year, that defeated a very good Valdosta team from the state of Georgia. And, you know, this was a team that, you know, without a doubt persevered last season to go 16-0 and win state. This season, obviously, they fell a little short. They finished the year very good record of 11 wins, only 3 losses. And, you know, if you talk to Coach Nate Moore, I'm sure he's very, very proud of every one of these seniors this season and what they accomplished and what they did for the football team. You know, like I said, I know, you know, stats are good, okay, don't get me wrong, but it's what happens off the field for a lot of these players that probably played their last game of any type of organized football. You know, a lot of these players will be going on to play college football, and some will not, okay? But nonetheless, you know, these are all great stats that I just mentioned, giving each and one of these players some credit. But what's more important, my friends, is how you turn out after the dust settles, how each one of these young men will move on. Most of them, like I said, will play college football, but how they will be after the fact when they will never play college football again, how they will turn out as husbands, fathers, you know, is the main goal, okay? Like I mentioned, great stats by so many of these players. You know, these are stats that, you know, that they accumulated in 1 year, that it took some players 4 years to get these stats, and they did it in 1 season. A tremendous year, without a doubt, and a tremendous career for so many of these players that I mentioned. And without a doubt, if you're a Massillon Tigers fan, you know, these players are going to be so well missed for the next season. You know, Massillon will be next year, for those young men that are sophomores, will be juniors. Next year, those are juniors, will be seniors. Massillon's going to go into a season next year with quite a bit of young players, okay? But like always, when you have a program like Massillon, you don't rebuild, you reload. And one thing I like about Coach Nate Moore is that when he had any type of blowout this season, he tried to get the underclassmen in those games to give them experience for next season. So without a doubt, my friends, keep your head up. It was a very good season without a doubt. Massillon finishing 2024 with 11 wins and 3 losses. My friends, if you are new to my channel, Buckeye Vinny here welcomes you with this special tribute to all the seniors for the Massillon Tigers this season. Please click on the like button. Please comment down below. Please check out Super Thanks, new to my program. And like always, not only do I like to just read your comments, but I like to get back to every single comment that I do read. Like always, my friends, peace out. God bless you all. That's all Buckeye Vinny has for today. I am out of here.